Thank you. I'll just mm, share my screen. Yeah, so it's very interesting session today. We will discuss about mudras, and when we talk about mudras, of course, so many of us feel that it is part of yoga, and there are people who are very deep into mudras, and they feel that mudras itself is a different form of healing beyond the yogas. So I don't want to enter into that debate, but let us see what are the various kinds of healing mudras. But before I start, I would like to have a disclaimer. I'm not a specialist in mudras, but I am fascinated with the amount of healing that is possible through mudras. And if you religiously practice, you will really find a lot of benefits from mudras. And how it works, of course, it is broadly, I mean, initially it was used more in yoga, and the way it works, it's of course it's all based on hand gestures, and it stimulates the nerves of the fingers through the fingers and the palm and the hands. It stimulates certain nerves, and that is how it communicates with the brain to start the healing process through influencing the flow of energy to different parts of the body. That is how it happens. And it also helps a great deal in balancing our chakras, balancing our energy levels, balancing the flow of prana in our body, and so on. Typically, I mean, with any mudra, if you practice, if it is not a very acute thing, then you can typically practice for 10 to 15 minutes twice a day, if possible. If it is acute, then maybe you can practice even more. There are some mudras which I will share with you, which requires longish practice, like for example, half an hour or 45 minutes, or even 1 hour for that matter. But generally, 10 to 15 minutes twice a day is good to get some results. It Some mudras are like allopathy medicine; they work very fast, but some mudras, you have to practice for a long period of time to get the effect, especially for those kind of illnesses and diseases which are chronic. It requires a prolonged practice. But anyway, if you have the faith and if you practice it religiously, same time of the day, every day, you will get results. And there are so many testimonials across the internet. If you search, you will find how many people have been saved just by using the different mudras. What are the different benefits that you can get through mudras? It's countless. It's just countless. I will broadly discuss some of these different kinds of mudras, but then there are a lot other forms of mudras also. I'll be discussing 33 different types today. But then, if you're talking about what are the different things that can be healed or that can be changed through mudras, first, of course, I will show you the first one, that is, there is wish satisfaction. So it can be manifestation, it can be to get rid of your weakness, it can be to increase your weight. That is, people who are underweight, they can increase their weight. People who are overweight, they can reduce their weight. It can be used for memory, especially for kids who are preparing for examination. It is a very good tool to improve memory and concentration. It can be used for insomnia, for sleeplessness, for depression, mental disorders. Most of the mental disorders which are there can be can use mudras to heal that. Or, for example, arthritis, even Parkinson's for that matter. Parkinson's, earache. Many people have earache. Then spondylitis. Then many a times you have problems in the blood, maybe with WBC, RBC, or blood count and all of that. So that, and even blood purification for that matter. Muscle cramps are also something that you can heal through mudras. Indigestion issues, or acidity issues, anxiety, stress can be used. Hearing loss, and vertigo, which are connected to each other, can be healed through mudras. Then BP, blood pressure, low blood pressure, high blood pressure, both ways. Of course, different mudras are there. Then heart issues, heart related issues, both from a energy perspective and from the real heart perspective. For example, palpitation of the heart, and so on. And at a energy level, even opening up the heart, opening up the chakras, we can use mudras. Gastro issues, then backache, lower backache, overall backache, spine problems, fatigue. Then eyes. Sometimes we have dry eyes or watery eyes, eye problems, even sight. Farsightedness or short-sightedness. We can use mudras. Lungs. If you have any kind of congestion in the lungs, or kind of lung issues, other lung issues, you can use mudras. At a softer level, at an emotional level, you can use mudras to improve your compassion, empathy, gratefulness, all of that. Your overall anger management issues, irritation and anger management. We can use. It can be used, as I told you, even for manifestation of wealth, or any kind of manifestation. Also, you can use. It can be used for you can use it for your chakras, and as a result you can also use it for increasing your intuition. You can use it for self-awareness, consciousness, higher consciousness. You can use for again, coming to some physical issues like PCOD, you can use mudras. Thyroid, menstrual cycles, if there are irregular cycles, then you can use mudras. Pancreatic problems, you can use mudras. Gallbladder stones, gallbladder issues, bronchial issues, asthma issues, cardiorespiratory issues, you can use. What not? I mean, even for throat you can use. I'm using it actually for throat. It can be used for balancing the fluid in the body, and so on. It can be used for pain management. It can be used for fear management, and so on. I mean, I think I've taken a lot of examples. Of course, the mudras that I'm showing here, we will be discussing here, are not all inclusive. There are so many different other forms of mudras, but I have just taken a sample of mudras to help you understand how they work and how they help us to lead a better life. But of course, this is not the exhaustive list. There are more, a lot of other mudras also. So with this, we'll start the session. This picture is just to scare you that a mudra can be as complex as this. It's a very difficult way to cross your fingers and to if you see it, it is not so easy to perform these mudras. But rest assured, all the other mudras that I'll show you today are not as complex. They are simple mudras, and all of us can practice at any point in time. But only one thing, it's better that you practice the mudra every day at the same time. That is always better. And mudras are generally to be performed in Padmasana or lotus position. If you can sit in lotus position and practice, it is better. Some mudras are ingrained in us. I will show you some of the mudras there, which are right ingrained, like uh, Bhairava mudra. A lot of mudras are there which we anyway practice. So for these mudras, you may use those mudras, sorry, for meditation also. So then the power of your meditation, sorry, is multiplied. So there's a multiplier effect to the power of your meditation if you can club your mudra along with the meditation. So that also can be done. So with this introduction, I'll start with the mudras. I'll start showing you the mudras one by one. This is the first mudra that I'm showing you. It is called Prithvi Mudra, and it is generally used for if you are after day longs activity, day longs work, you are back home, and if you are feeling low on energy and bit of weakness and so on, you can use this mudra. But people who are overweight should avoid using this mudra. It improves skin glow also, but this mudra can also lead to weight gain. Okay, so that is why you have to be very careful. Only if you are not having weight issues, overweight issues, you can practice this mudra. The next mudra, as you see there, this is called Jnana Mudra. And Jnana Mudra is one mudra which all of us use this way when we go for meditation. If you remember, many of us, we use this mudra for meditation. There is another mudra that we use for meditation is it's called the meditation mudra, manifestation mudra. We join our three fingers and put these two fingers straight. Okay, that is called manifestation position of mudra, which will come later on. But this is the Jnana mudra. It is very good for memory, for sharpening the brain to improve your IQ levels. It also can be if you just sit this way for some time, and if you are trying to go for a meditation, very soon you will observe that you are feeling sleepy. Okay, if you are not regular with meditation, it can calm your mind so fast that you will feel sleepy. You will feel so relaxed, you will want to go to sleep. This mudra is also used for people who are suffering from mild depression. You can use this mudra. It's quite a good mudra, and I'm sure many of you unknowingly anyway use this mudra, which is a very good practice. You can always do this. So if you are going for meditation, then this mudra can be used at any point in time. This is called the Vayu Mudra, and you just observe the nail. It is here, not on the. You are not touching the nail of the point finger. You are touching slightly below the nail of the point finger, and the other three fingers should be touched, not separate. Okay, it should be touched like this. Okay, this is a good mudra, very good mudra, and a very comfortable mudra. And a very very powerful mudra, and of course because the kind of illnesses that it heals, if you read the kind of illnesses that it heals, these are all chronic illnesses. Gas, chronic. Paralysis is a severe thing. Parkinson's, arthritis, these are not one day problems like aaj sardi hua, tomorrow I don't have cold. It is not like that. So these are all heavyweight diseases. So that is why this kind of a mudra requires to be practiced at least 45 minutes uh, once a day. It's better if you can do twice a day, which is like 1.5 hours. The next mudra is called Varuna Mudra. It's a very simple mudra. It is like this. The picture is slightly distorted. Don't go by it. It is actually touching the thumb finger and the ring finger. I mean the pinky finger here. This way, you just have to touch the finger. Okay, and don't make the pinky finger straight. Leave it loose, light. Okay, for any of these mudras that are there, don't strain your fingers, don't strain your hand. It should be soft, comfortable. You should feel comfortable with the mudra. If you're not comfortable with the mudra, then the action or the impact of the mudra is lost to a great extent. So try to be comfortable with whatever hand or finger positions you have. This is a very interesting mudra because it balances the water content in the body. Not only that, many people, you must have heard, they have water retention problems. Their legs are sometimes heavy and they have problems of water retention. And if you press any point, the finger goes inside and then it takes time to come out also. So for these kind of issues, you can use the Varuna Mudra. It is very powerful. It helps a lot. Also gastro issues and muscle cramps. Suddenly you have some muscle joint problem or something, you can use this mudra for 15 minutes to 1 hour you can use. and it is nothing. You can just keep your fingers like this and keep on doing a, suppose you're reading a book, you're working on the laptop, you just keep, if you don't want to keep both the fingers like this, you can keep only one hand like this, and with the other hand you can do other work also, but still the action is there and the impact will be felt. This is called the Surya Mudra. It's a short mudra. You don't need to practice it for too long. 15 minutes is fair enough. It tries to sorry, it tries to help your cholesterol levels, and also it helps in reducing weight. This Surya Mudra helps in reducing weight, but there is a mudra which is even better for reducing weight, which I'll come later on. But this is also one of those mudras which can help you reduce weight. And along with that, if you also want to work on your cholesterol levels and so on, you can work on this mudra. Digestive issues also, it helps to a certain extent. This is the other finger. If you notice, it is called the Shunya Mudra, and this has to be performed slightly longer time, because the impact of this mudra is slightly sorry, it takes slightly longer time, and it is very good for any kind of hearing issues if you have. Also, it helps in mental disorders, like for example schizophrenia, or forgetfulness, uh, any kind of this kind of mental issues which are there. You can use this mudra. It works really magical. It works really good. But then, of course, there is no overnight solution. You have to practice this mudra for at least 3 to 6 months, and then you will start getting the results. This is a very nice mudra. It's like this. You have to keep your fingers like this, if you can see. Okay, and no stress, no pressure on the fingers. You have to keep your fingers soft. Okay, it is called the Apana Vayu Mudra. Okay, this again, 10 to 15 minutes you can practice. It works wonderfully well for people having heart issues, even palpitation issues. Okay, it works really well. It also regulates BP and back pain. If you have lower back pain, this mudra helps a lot. Okay, you can practice it every day. If you are able to practice it every day, then it can help. Even chronic back pain, many people have. So this mudra really works very well on them. This is called the Prana Mudra. Such a nice name, and its act is also very pure. It actually purifies the blood. Removes blockages in blood vessels. It really have, if you can practice it for prolonged period of time. I mean, not per day. I'm talking for a long period of time, then it actually builds a lot of immunity in the physical body. You will come to a level where you don't need any medicines whatsoever, and much of the illnesses that we suffer from can be healed by this mudra. This is another mudra which is very soft and very light. You can just have this mudra, and you can go for a meditation also. So when you do meditation yourself, you can change these mudras. Some of these mudras, you can just have this mudra and go for one day. Another day you go for this mudra. You can change your mudras and meditate every day. Okay. This is called the Linga Mudra. You can understand, the point is that when you are circling your hands, you have to make sure that the thumb finger is here. You see the thumb finger straight, but there are many people whose thumb finger, if you press it, for some people it comes straight, it doesn't bend. But for some people it bends. Like for me, if you see, it bends like this. For me, both the fingers, you see, it bends like this. So for whom it bends, let it bend. For those who it doesn't bend, it is straight. Okay. So the picture that you have is for the straight thumb, but not all have a straight thumb. Some people have a bend. You see here, my thumb bends so much. For many people, the thumb bends. So if your thumb bends, it is fine. It is very good. But you have to cover your thumb with both the other thumb and the point finger. If you see there, this way, you have to block it this way. Only then it works. It's a great mudra, especially when you are shivering in cold. Okay, if you are suffering from cold, if the outside temperature is very cold, this mudra helps a lot. And obviously, many of us have seen that whenever we are in a cold place, we do like this. Do you know we do like this? So and unknowingly we do it, but this is actually the mudra that creates heat in the body. So this mudra can be practiced, and don't practice more than 10 minutes, because if you practice this mudra 10 minutes, you will see that your body is already getting, warm, and you are already gathering some kind of a heat. You can even start sweating in winter, as it is written there. Okay. It can also heal a cold. If you have a cold attack and so on, even bronchial infections, it can heal. This is a very interesting mudra, and I think all of you. It's again very very easy mudra. It is with respect to breath, and it is called the Vyanavayu mudra with the three fingers. And again, this mudra can be done through meditation also. Okay, it's a very calm and soft mudra. It rejuvenates the body. It improves the blood circulation to the brain and to the entire body. It can also help, to heal your tiredness, and if you can practice it with meditation, maybe 15 minutes to half an hour, then it can bring a lot of clarity of thought. For example, many a times we don't get answers to many questions in our workplace or in our daily life and so on. It can clear all the distractions of the mind, and give you a clear picture of what should be done. So it brings a lot of clarity of thought if you practice this mudra. But that happens only when you do this mudra along with meditation. The next mudra, this is a very interesting mudra. Uh, It's called the Ashwaratra Mudra. And this mudra balances, as you know, we have five elements. In all, I mean, in Ayurveda, we have five elements. Even in the Chinese, traditional Chinese medicine, also, they say that there are five elements. So, and our body, as we say, our body is also made of these five elements. So, this mudra balances the five elements of the body. Okay. And it also have an impact on the lungs and the heart. This is the central part of the body. Not only the physical part, but also the emotional part. So if this mudra is practiced, both hands this way, you can just keep your hand in this position. Okay. In this position, if you can keep your hand, if you can keep your hand just below your navel, okay, just below your belly button, and if you can chant any mantra, or if you can just meditate silently, you will feel the presence of supreme love, divine love. And if you have any problem of self love, this mudra is very good. It can help you to understand that you are not so bad, and it will help you to forgive yourself. Okay, so this is a very interesting mudra. It will also help you wherever you need to be grateful. It also helps you to be grateful. So it's a very good mudra which touches the heart. So it actually opens up the doors of the heart chakra. Very powerful mudra. The next mudra is called Kubera mudra. Okay. This mudra is also very powerful mudra, and this mudra is a mudra which many saints, many people use while going for meditation. When they do meditation, even I do this when I go for meditation. It's a very simple mudra, and you just have to keep your both the hands on your lap, on your knees, and go for a meditation. And when you are deep into meditation, please have your wish, what you want to manifest. You just have it open and have your wish, and this will fructify. This mudra, when it is practiced, you have to make sure that your breathing rhythm is very normal. You should have very smooth breathing. What I mean by that is you should not breathe in not even 1 second more than what you require, and you should not breathe out for even 1 second more than what you require to breathe out. Okay. If you are able to do that, then it can actually heal your BP to a large extent. It can heal your heart problems, and of course, it is very good for manifestation. Manifestation here not only means wealth and prosperity, but even a lot of intangible manifestations if you have with respect to relationships, with respect to future predictions, whatever you want to manifest for the future. This is Kubera Mudra is very good for that. This is called the Vishnu Mudra. It's a very high level mudra, very powerful mudra also. Not many people practice this mudra. And as far as the brain is concerned, it balances the logical mind with the emotional mind. It helps you to balance. So people who are always with logic and numbers and all that, uh, if that is your brain type, then it can bring some balance with the emotional part of the brain also. So the left and the right brain gets balanced. It also helps a lot in stress and anxiety management. Before any work or any kind of exam or test or any kind of stress is there, this mudra, just hold this fingers here and have this mudra. It helps. It helps like miracle. It really helps. And if you practice it, if you have stress and you practice it, you will see stress is gone. Mental stress is just gone. This is all of us know. This is the Anjali Mudra. And this is, though we know this and all Indians practice this so much, but it has a lot of deep impact, it not only is good for your fingers and for your arms and wrists, but it also heals the shoulders. It has an impact on the shoulders and releases the tension that is sometimes stored in the shoulders and the joints of the hands. It heals. It can also release stress and anxiety, though that is not its primary objective. Primary objective is to relax your muscles, release the tension stored in the joints and the muscles, and of course the shoulder blades. This mudra, of course, many of you are aware of this mudra. This mudra is called the Dhyana mudra, and many of you practice this mudra. And as you have to keep the left hand lower and then the right hand like this. You have to keep. And this mudra is generally used for any kind of meditation. You use this mudra; it brings instant calmness and harmony, especially if you want to go for beginners, those who have not been doing meditation for a long time, or those who are not into meditation. And if you want to bring your monkey mind, if you want to calm your mind, and if you want to detach yourself from all the worldly thoughts, then this is the posture. You have to just keep your hand at your abdomen level on your lap, and just concentrate, close your eyes and try to bring your focus in between your eyes, and bring your awareness on your breathing. You will see that you are able to concentrate, and all your worries and tensions are gone. You will be able to concentrate better, and you will instantly, you will also find that if there is any stress, if you're not able to manage things, if something is disturbing you, you are able to calm yourself, and you're able to even control your anger for that matter. So this is a mudra which all of us are aware of. Again, it's a interesting mudra. It is called the Jnana Mudra. Jnana Mudra is similar to the Dhyana Mudra as you're seeing there. But then it also calms the mind. It also can be used when we are going for a meditation. It is this way. You can just keep your hands this way and go for the mudra, or keep your hands on your palm. Sorry, on your knees, and then you can go for meditation. And this mudra can actually heal a lot of psychological disorders, including anger, stress, tension, all of that. Okay. It can also bring clarity of thought of the mind. And if you use this mudra constantly for a long period of time for meditation, then it can open your third eye and bring a lot of universal wisdom to yourself, to your soul. This is called the Ganesha Mudra. The Ganesha Mudra, as you see, you have to hold. First, you have to hold the left hand with the palm facing outward on the chest like this. Okay. This mudra has to be done here at this level only. Okay. So first you have to hold the left hand this way on your chest level, and then the right this way. Okay. And then the right this way. So the way of going ahead with this mudra, it has a breathing style associated with this. So you have to exhale and pull, and you have to inhale and release. Okay. So repeat it 6 times, release the hands. Again, you bring the left hand first and then the right hand. And if you pull, you are exhaling. And if you are releasing, you are inhaling. Okay. This is a very good mudra. If you have any blockages, artery or any kind of heart blockages, it helps a lot. This mudra really helps a lot. Apart from that, from the emotional side, it builds a lot of courage and confidence in yourself. So this mudra is mostly associated with the heart, but also helps in building confidence and courage in yourself. Ushas mudra. This is again not a very uncommon mudra. Many a times, without even knowing, we use this mudra. This mudra is especially useful for for girls, for ladies who are suffering from PCOD problems, even thyroid issues. Okay, it regulates menstrual cycles. It has lot of benefits. It even acts at the sacral chakra. Okay, it brings people who are stuck, people who are very mechanical and cannot think out of the box. It brings a lot of creativity in them because it is associated with the sacral chakra. So sacral chakra, as you know, is linked with creativity. So that is why this mudra helps a lot in creativity and also uplifting your energy levels. Okay. So any kind of hormonal imbalance, if it is there, it helps. And it also helps in, irregular periods and these kind of things. It's very helpful. This mudra should be practiced only in the morning, not twice a day, only once a day in the morning, not twice a day. And you can practice it anywhere between 15 minutes to even half an hour. The next mudra is a joint mudra, and the right hand and the left hand are given there together. Okay. So when you're talking about the right hand, it will be like this, it will be like this, and for the left hand, it will be like this. Okay. So it is this way and this way. So you have to practice this with the right and the left hand together. Keep your left and the right hand in this position after the mudra on your lap, and you can join it with meditation. And if you can practice it for some time, it generally speaking, this mudra is to be performed before you have your meals, or rather, you can say empty stomach. It is better that you practice this mudra empty stomach. It at any level of your seven chakras, if you have any kind of energy blockages, you can actually visualize. closing your eyes, through your inner eyes, you can visualize your chakras, and you can just feel that how the chakra is opening up while you are in this position, in this mudra position. Okay, it's a very nice mudra, very powerful mudra also. And as it releases the blockages in your energy levels, it also acts on your entire the belly area, on your liver, on your stomach, pancreas, gallbladder, everything. It also heals gallbladder stones. Okay, so this is a mudra that you can practice for overall energy alignment. I will show another set of mudra for individual energies, but this mudra is for if you want to work on all the energies together, then this is the mudra. This is a very interesting mudra. It is called the asthma mudra. I tried to find out, this is the local language of this mudra. The actual name of the mudra, I'm not very much sure, but some people, Swasha mudra, also, I mean, both are called Swasha mudra. Also, they call it asthma mudra or the bronchial mudra, interchangeably. The first, as you see, the asthma mudra, you have to keep your hands this way, okay, but your this portion should not touch, okay, it should be like this. There should be a gap here, okay. So this, as you know, it prevents any kind of asthmatic attacks, and it actually works on the respiratory tracts, okay. And if you can practice it for 7 to 10 days, 10 minutes every day, bronchial issues can be largely taken care of. Same is the case with the with this mudra also, the swasha mudra, or the bronchial. It's called the bronchial mudra. It actually, this when you touch these two fingers, it generates energy, and the energy, in the form of oxygen, it passes on to the brain, and then it circulates. So this mudra is very helpful for asthma. Both the mudras are for asthma actually, including bronchitis, and sometimes people suffer from cold, which is allergy related cold. Through allergies, you have cold or respiratory complications like pollen grains and so on. So this mudra works excellently well on allergy induced cold. Okay. This mudra many of you are aware of, and this mudra is called the Padma mudra. And I have discussed this earlier with some of you. We chant the mantra Om Mani Padme Hum along with this mantra, along with this mudra. This mudra works very well on the heart chakra and on the throat chakra, thereby passing on the energy to the third eye. Okay, so if you hold your fingers this way at your heart level, put your head straight, put your head straight, and your eyes pointed down at the center of this part, this center. If your eyes are looking down here to the center, and if you are able to chant along with this Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme. There's also, you can also get it on YouTube. Okay. If you can chant Om Mani Padme Hum, there are people even in this group, those who after practicing it for some time have seen the tips of your fingers glowing with light. And this is one of the most powerful mudras to open your third eye. Okay. And it also helps to develop your level of gratitude, compassion, empathy on others, and so on. But more than anything else, it opens up the heart and the throat chakra, that way impacting directly the third eye. And if you can do this for half an hour daily, it can open up your third eye. And of course, when you do it, you have to practice Om Mani Padme Hum. You can either just chant Om Mani Padme Hum, or you can play the music and do this. It's a very interesting mudra. It is called Vajra Padma Mudra. It's very good for depression, uh, for any kind of depression, any kind of hopelessness. If there's any sense of hopelessness, for deep rooted depression, It really brings a lot of inner strength and confidence and helps a person to come out of depression very fast. It's a very powerful mudra also. This is the mudra, as you know, many of us use this mudra when we are thinking a lot. So this mudra is a symbol of, concentration when you're trying to concentrate. So what is the answer? What is the answer of this? We do this often, right? So for children, if they're preparing for their exams, then this mudra is very good for concentration, for memory, for retaining what they have studied, and so on. So this mudra can be used for that. Again, a very interesting mudra. It is called the Naga mudra. This is the mudra that can actually activate your supernatural powers. In fact, it connects the crown chakra with the soul star chakra and the higher chakras also. You know, we have discussed in some session, if you remember, the other seven chakras which are above the crown chakra. So the Naga mudra actually helps in activating your connecting your crown chakra with the higher level chakras. Okay, so that leads to a lot of wisdom and insights, and in fact, any kind of trouble or a problem that you have, which you feel is unsurmountable, you can use this chakra for you can use this mudra for that. Of course, this mudra also you have to keep close to your heart this way. If you can do it this way, close to your heart, and practice this mudra with meditation, it works fabulously. This is all the five fingers together. It's called the Samana Mudra or the Mukul Mudra also. It balances the four different kinds of body fluids that we have. You know, the biles and the and blood and phlegm and so on. It acts on that, and it can actually not only balance all the fluids of your body, it can also help in blood circulation, better blood circulation. We discussed one more mudra also for blood circulation, but this also can be used for better blood circulation. This is the mudra for, it's called the Pitta Karak Mudra. This is the mudra for weight loss. The actual strong mudra for weight loss is this. And if you can practice this mudra, both the hands together in a meditation form, it really helps a lot. But along with a weight loss, it can also help in some a lot of other issues like UTI, urinary tract infections, eyes. Many a times we have dry eyes or burning eyes. It can help. This mudra, somebody wrote. I was reading in some books that this mudra helped in jaundice. It reduces the bilirubin count and brings it to normal. Even the SGPT, SGOT levels, it brings to normal. This mudra. It's a very powerful mudra. This is called the Shankh Mudra. It is like the Shankh, the Shankh that you can blow. So as you know, when you blow the Shankh, that Om kind of a sound comes out. So this is also connected to Om sound also should come from within, right? That is what we say. Om sound doesn't come from the tongue; it comes from within. Okay. Same is if you practice this Shankha Mudra, it helps it helps your throat. It helps your throat, your larynx, pharynx, the tone of your voice. If you have a dampened tone, it helps a lot. Throat infections also, it helps a lot. It also helps in skin diseases and rashes, skin allergies. It helps a lot. Okay. It also, in a certain extent, to a great extent, it helps in obesity. Okay. So there are two or three, as I discussed, that helps in obesity. This is one of them. But the previous one, which I showed, is one of the best, mudra for obesity. This is again, Bhairava mudra, as I told you, the left hand niche, right hand upar, and Bhairava, as you read it, If you read what is written there, bhai is fear and rava is to get rid of, or how do you let go your fear. So this mudra actually unites the yin and the yang energy, or the ida and the pingala, as we call in our shastras. So it balances the feminine and the masculine energies of any person. Okay, and that is how it tries to help you eradicate any kind of fear, and it energizes the channels of ida and the pingala, and thereby make you a very balanced personality. So this is one where I know I've just given the postures of, if you want to have specific attention to a particular chakra, then you can use one of these mudras which are there. Okay, but and some of these mudras are already discussed earlier. Some which are not are there. Like for the third eye, there's a different kind of a mudra. For the crown chakra, there is a different kind of a mudra. These things, solar plexus, also, there is a mudra given here, which we did not discuss separately. But these are certain mudras that you can use for specific chakras if you want to. And these are certain mudras. Of course, many of these we have already discussed, but some of these mudras, they help in any. These are all mudras for pain. Okay, all these mudras can be used for pain relief. It can be bone pain, it can be muscular pain, it can be stomach ache, it can be neck pain, any kind, lower back pain, or just cramps, knee pain, arthritis, any kind of joint pain. You can use these mudras, as it is mentioned here also. Each mudra can have a specific impact on the body. That's the end of it. So, over to you. If you have any questions, I'm willing to answer. But of course, it is a lot, and so many things I discussed. And because everything is recorded, I don't really, need to. You don't need to remember everything. You can just, go through it. And if you want, I can share the PowerPoint also with you, so that you can go through the PowerPoint, and you can also teach others. If people are interested, you can teach others, because it's like uh, simple knowledge, not any rocket science. So that's
I
the
wanted to know, Devashishti, hello, how are you? I
I'm good.
wanted to know about for vertigo.
Vertigo. There was one mudra, if you have noticed, that was on ear
Shunya
issues.
Mudra, sir.
Yeah, Shunya mudra. Yeah.
But make sure you sit and do it, but that's the only.
Yes. Yeah.
The rest you can do while walking around?
No, 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 no. It's better if you sit in Padmasana position or something like that, and you do it aram se. You cannot walk and do it. You have to sit and do it. Right,
Oh,
Dipali?
one shouldn't do that. And how about
So only
thyroid?
Shunya Mudra is the one which only sitting. Others like जैसे आपने वो ज्ञान mudra and all that you can. I mean, if you're traveling or something, you can still do it. But Shunya Mudra is something which should be done only while sitting
Yeah.
because it balances the fluids in the ear. So that's the reason. If you do it with movement, it won't. It may harm you instead of benefiting.
Okay, thank you so much. And how about thyroid?
Thyroid was also there. I don't exactly remember, but there was a mudra for thyroid also. I'll just tell you 1 second.
And how long do you need to do them to be beneficial? I mean, I know somewhere it's mentioned 45 minutes for some, but some is mentioned 10 minutes. So what exactly?
So,
But
yeah, so there is no such hard and fast rule, but Ushash Mudra is there, USHAS. Ushash Mudra is there. That is not only for thyroid issues. It is just folding the hands like this in this mudra. Okay, it's not only for thyroid, but also any kind of PCOD issues or menstrual issues. All of that helps in this Ushash Mudra.
it is just like a fist or what?
Yes, it is. It is just like a fist like this. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. Can you show the Kuber Mudra with your hands?
Yeah, yeah. One second. Just like this. Like this. Should not stress.
Is this the mudra for manifestation?
Kuber Mudra is for manifestation, yes. Yeah, and generally what we do is we just put our hands on an, if you sit in Padmasana position, you can just keep your hand, both your hands on your knees. Okay, and
So it's the index finger and the middle finger joined with the thumb.
yes, yes, these three fingers are joined. Yeah. And the last two fingers touch your palm here this way.
Yeah. Okay. So the ring finger and the pinky touch your um the okay, where the mount of Venus is.
Right, right, right.
Okay, thank you. How long should one do?
Debasis sir,
How long should one do this for? So manifesting, you
And
said no. If you
no,
need to,
this you can do for a long period of time if you are going for meditation. So I do it maybe even half an hour or so. I mean, you can decide that because it is not the mudra that I'm focusing on. I just keep the fingers this way and then I go for meditation. I sit straight and I just go for meditation with this posture. That's all.
but you said you can manifest something that you want with
Yes.
this.
So that is in your when you are going for your meditation, you can have that wish when you start.
Okay, thank you.
You can always have an invocation before you start the meditation, and after the invocation, you can ask what you want, and then visualize that.
So the joint
Debasis
pain
sir,
one,
Pranam.
Sorry, I did not hear what.
I was
Yes,
asking for the joint pains was the last slide that you showed with all the various mudras.
yeah.
For the joint pains or sciatic nerve.
Joint pains also, yeah, yeah, yeah. Joint pains, even Anjali Mudra, which is like just folded hands, also helps in joint pains. Tensions, if there are tensions in the joints and so on, even Anjali Mudra is good for that.
And sciatic nerve.
Sciatic nerve, there's no special mudra here for sciatica pain, but even the last mudra that I showed you, which is just touching these two fingers here, okay, is also for joint mudra. These two fingers, the ring
What
finger.
is this called?
That it is called joint mudra. I did not have the exact name of the mudra, so it's written as joint mudra. So it is just touching the ring fingers, the two ring fingers. And when you touch the ring fingers, you have to make sure that these other fingers are not stiff. They should be loose.
Okay. So how about how to cure your cough, which you also have?
This,
That's very, very prevalent cold and
yeah, I am that way very careless also. And whole day I was in office. There was no time at all to even practice anything. So it is just, but cough, I don't have cough. It is just the throat. I just have an irritation on the throat. That's all. But then today morning, I actually lost my voice. It was not there. Now you can hear me. I'm talking. You can hear me. So uh, that was the magic.
wonderful. So is there a special mudra for your throat irritation?
Yes, yes, yes. Of course, of course. We discussed that also, right?
And will that help the cold also? Sinuses? Is there something for sinus also?
Yes, yes. If you work on the Shankha Mudra, okay, Shankha Mudra helps actually for the entire pharynx, the larynx, the entire portion, and Shankha Mudra is like you have to just, it's like this. Can you see me?
Able to see, but I'm not able to really understand.
So, Shankha Mudra is these three fingers. I have to first hold the thumb this way, and this is the posture actually. It creates like
Okay.
a shank.
So the right hand is inside.
Yeah, the other side actually is visible. So yeah, these three fingers should touch the thumb here, and the other thumb is within this hand grip this way.
Okay, kind of confusing, but one can
Yeah, the picture
try.
is there. If you follow the
Or you
picture.
can try Linga Mudra also. That also helps. The one where the thumb is up and you just have to wrap it. That's also very good for sinus.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah,
देवाशीष सर प्रणाम
pranam.
मीना आनंद हियर यस
Yes,
हाँ जी
yes.
नमस्कार और
No.
मैं चाहती हूँ कि आप ना इसका डेमो अपने अपने आप या कोई मॉडल लेके या कोई वॉलंटियर लेके करें आपके जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं डिसाइपल्स हैं क्योंकि ड्राइंग में कुछ पता चलता है वो हमारी फिंगर वैसे आती ही नहीं है जैसे कुछ है ये ऐसे भी करना हो तो वो ये तो रिंग फिगर तो कहाँ कहाँ जा रही है बहुत स्लांटिंग जा रही है और आप कह रहे हैं उसको नेचुरल रहने दें
नहीं नहीं
बोल रहे हैं बात करें
the point is
हाँ जी तो
suppose you are pressing the ring finger, you just have to make sure that there is no tension in your hand. That's all. If you are not able to bend, everything is fine. But just make sure that these two fingers are not under tension. Keep it loose. Okay. The fingers should not have any kind of a pressure when you are practicing any mudra. For example, I'll give you my example. When I do this mudra, it is very easy for me to touch the thumb with these two fingers, this. But when I do it on this hand, I find it difficult to bend the thumb to come to this position. I find it a bit difficult. Initially, I used to find, but now it has become natural for me. And then initially, when I used to do this, I used to find that there is tension in these two fingers. If I put this way, if this is here, then these two fingers, I used to have a lot of tension. But now when I practice, it has become very normal for me. Now, so sometimes with practice also, it releases, it becomes open and it becomes smooth. So this is for weight loss. But
देवाशीष सर
yes,
देवाशीष सर वन मोर क्वेश्चन
yes.
डायग्राम्स में हमें पता नहीं चल रहा कौन पाम किस साइड फेस होनी चाहिए बॉडी की साइड हार्ट की साइड या ऑपोजिट साइड डायग्राम्स में नहीं पता चलता जो पर आप अगर फिजिकल डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन नेक्स्ट टाइम करेंगे आप थोड़ा थोड़ा करके इट वाज टू मच इंफॉर्मेशन फॉर अस टू एब्जॉर्ब तो
No,
प्लीज
you are right. You are right. You are right. You are right. But the mudras that you saw, thanks to internet and thanks to YouTube, you can just search those mudras and there'll be proper demonstration of all the mudras on YouTube also. So this was just kind of a knowledge sharing. Not that I'm an expert. It is just kind of knowledge sharing. We can do it with some demo also. But for a particular mudra, if you feel that you are not able to do it, you can just go to YouTube and search for the mudra. There'll be somebody or the other demonstrating it. Okay. So thank you very much. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for
Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to have you.
thank you so much.
थैंक यू सो मच
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
थैंक यू